Greetings and welcome back to Drasir TMD. My name is Drasir and you're watching Space Engineer Survival. Alright, so we are pretty much exactly where we left off from last time. I'm going to do a bit of remodeling. I had a few suggestions. One of which was very sensible, which is K-Max basically said, and I completely agree, this bumper is too far forward and too far down. It was something I was worried about when I first set it on there. I like the way it looks, but it's not going to help anything because these front wheels, they're supposed to be the bumper. There's this what is supposed to kind of get me up and over difficult terrain. So I'm going to actually move these up a good ways, probably up to here. It's gonna mean a bit of a difference as far as the way the thing looks. Oh, goodness gracious. It is going to mean a difference in perhaps the way I've set these lights out. I might have to do something different. You may also notice that I'm having a bit of a problem, and I think I had said something about this last time, with lag. With jumping, and I'm pretty sure it's because my computer, unfortunately, valiant though it is having a bit of a hard time with the kind of workload that it's expected of it at the moment. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of tack something on here. This is going to end up looking a little bit flimsy, not flimsy necessarily, but a little bit sort of, well yeah, tacked on, exactly that. But I wanted to get this moved before we headed off any further because I know that we're going to end up with some potential problems down the line. Now, how far forward is this? This is the wrong way around for a start. Oh. Okay, so all cards on the table. I've been playing in creative mode a little bit to, whoops, to I don't know, maybe I did have that the right way around. Just to play around with some design ideas I have, and unfortunately it spoiled me a little bit because now I'm trying to what do you call it? I'm trying to right click to remove things, and you can't do that in survival mode. More's the pity. But where would the fun be if we could just do whatever we liked and get away with it? Now let's see, this will give me enough space. See, but these are going to be in the way right here. However, I can put the light itself on top of this section here and on top of this section here. Yeah, I'll make it work. So what I'm actually going to do then is I'm not going to have that come. I just did it again. I tried to no, I don't need the drill. God, this is falling apart really fast. I'm going to put a corner right here for the for the bumper. It's basically it's supposed to be a last ditch, like don't break the cockpit basically. So the fact that it's up here now will be much better, I think. So appreciation to K-Max for suggesting or for mentioning that it was maybe not a suitable spot for it. Again, I agree. I couldn't deny that. Oh, you know what? I'm going to need. I try to, like I said, I try to keep the HUD off most of the time just to make it look a bit nicer. But sometimes, whoops, there we go. Sometimes I have trouble. For one thing, knowing whether or not I have enough stuff or have too much stuff or whatever it is. So yeah, today we're just going to be heading off onwards to make some more progress. For right now, obviously I'm just doing some repair / remodeling work, but I'm going to get underway pretty quickly. I don't want to spend all day doing this. This antenna is another bit of a problem. It sticks out way too far in the same way. In fact, one of the gouges into the mountainside, the hillside over there, I'm pretty sure was actually caused by this. Actually, let's see if it's damaged. It is not. Maybe it wasn't, because those things do take damage pretty easily. Right, so let me take care of this. Let me get this welded up and maybe have a go at putting the light somewhere else, and then we'll go on from there. Okay, so here's the problem I was thinking about here. And I could just move this out one. It would still be a little bit further forward than I'd like, but it would mean, I mean, it's raised up now. It's a pretty steep angle that it could take. I just don't like the idea of it being further forward. I could also actually make the... but see, that would... I'm going to end up kind of talking to myself for who knows how long. So, where I've got it right here, it's going to be a bit of a problem trying to use the light if there's another rotor twisted and pointing in that direction, because the antenna's right in the way. However, I've buzzed around here and I'm looking at spots, likely spots that it could go, the antenna, and realistically the only real way I can do it is to have it facing backwards, which poses the same problem. As it comes down, it's going to get snapped. So the only real place I can put it is somewhere on top. I'm just not quite sure where. Oh, actually, you know what? There's a spot here on top of... yeah, on top of the refinery. Because here is a nice convenient access port if I need it on the top, so I don't want to get in the way of that. I also don't want to... oh, but see, the solar arrays. Okay. Well, loath as I am to do it, I don't want to give it a mohawk. I might have to just stick it on top here for now, because anywhere else is going to interfere with everything. I suppose I could put full blocks in this section right here and just have it on the back instead of this sort of grill thing I've got going on. Decisions. Now, decision today. Do I want to go get an unknown signal? What's my fuel looking like? 23. I will go fuel up and then I'll go grab an unknown signal, and then I will continue pondering before I move on. And here we go! Ooh, this is a nice looking valley. I mean, it's not nice looking to drive necessarily, although oh, that looks gorgeous. Look at that. And I realize this is all like computer game graphics and everything, and it's not as awesome as real life, etc. But I love this kind of terrain. This is really cool. All right, what did we get? A cow helmet. Yes. Not like I haven't got one of those already. Maybe several dozen by this point. Alright, that's the antenna moved. I really don't like the way it sticks up like that, but until I can think of something else to do with it, that's just going to have to suffice. There we go. Now, I'm not going to be satisfied until I fix this, so I'm actually going to do exactly what I was talking about doing, which is to bring it out one more. I can't because my inventory's full. Bring it out one more and put the lights back on, and then we shall move on. I don't know why I'm going to the medical room when I should be putting things away. Alright, so that's the bumper taken care of. Now to put the various... let's see, I don't want advanced, I just want a regular rotor. There we go. That one. Now the only problem is... I don't think... let's see... that will fit there. But I don't know that I'll have the room in this direction and this direction to do quite the same thing I had last time. I might even need to move it forward. But I think I can figure out a way to do it. I'll have to do some thinking on that, but at least I'll be able to have two forward ones here. So let's go ahead and drop those down. Whoa, spinning out of nowhere. Alright. That's one. And that's two. Of course, I'm wasting all this time trying to make sure I've got lights, and number one, it's blocking my view, and second of all, it's It's daytime. And it's dawn. So I don't need lights right now. One other option I suppose is I could try and put them upside down, but that's going to be too close to the wheels. There's just no good way to do this. It's going to cause problems no matter what. Okay. Almost there. Look at that. It's right in my way. I cannot stay there. But I'm not moving it now. It's just going to have to... it's not like I use this view much anyway. Oh, why? What is going on? Okay, hang on. Why? Why are you doing that? Those thrusters should have been off. Why weren't you off? Trying to burn a hole in my beautiful ship. You've already burnt a hole in it. Look, you damaged one of the panels. Stop it! Stop it! Okay. That unfortunately is the fun of prototypes. There's always going to be teething problems. Mine are showing theirs to be pointy and just unpleasant. So let's see. I want to head west. I'm looking in a northwest direction right now, so I want to sort of swing back towards the left-hand side, sort of toward that frontier outpost, but not entirely. No, you know what? I'm just going to ignore the unknown signal. I just want to get going. So, handbrake is off. The thrusters are off. Let's see how far we can get just using our own steam, as it were. Oh no, not oh, more trees. Hey. I suppose I could be really cheaty and just disable or thin out the trees by turning down the density. So I think you can do that. You can turn down the foliage density with various settings and stuff. Okay, well we're actually approaching... Oh, never mind. I was about to say we're approaching a nice open area, and then I immediately hit a tree, so I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I think we just passed by an ore patch. And now that I think about it, I don't know that I've got an ore detector on this craft at the moment. Okay, we're going to head west. Why is that installation blinking? I don't know, but let's scoot in a sort of a west-northwest direction for now, and hope for the best. Let's have a look at this thing in motion. Oof. Yeah, she's not pretty, and it does look like just a tank, really, just lacking a nice big gun on the top and all that good stuff, which that actually would be fun to build when I add the weapons packs. That would be really fun to give it like a main battle cannon or something. Probably not this one actually, though. I think I might build another and then... Okay, good. For some reason I thought the frontier outpost was getting closer, and I realized it's just the hunchback is moving. Just saw moving numbers out of the corner of my eye and it freaked me out for a second there. Oh, but we are coming up to that canyon again. I think I am going to have to keep circling around to the right for now. Yeah, that's a fairly big drop off, so let's go ahead and not tempt fate. Let's turn to the right here. And I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to hold to a westerly course. In fact, we're heading now directly west as much as possible. And I want to... All I want to do is I want to get to within sight of the moon. That's what we're doing. Oh my. Bye-bye trees. That was 2 for 1. Make that 3, though that wasn't in one hit. That's actually interesting. I wonder if I can kick... okay, no, keep going right. If I can kick a tree, how many bowling for trees using trees? Oh, I'm amazed so far. I have not done any serious damage to the walkways or the Gatling guns so far, for whatever reason. You know, as much as Tree Massacre can be enjoyable for some people, I'm sure others are weeping into their handkerchiefs for the loss of foliage. What has happened? Am I stuck on something? Maybe I did do some real damage. No, I don't see any problems. There's this weird sort of like... Maybe it's just the terrain. Okay. Yes. Avoiding that stuff to the left. I'm going to keep going around to the right here, for the most part. Yeah, I think I might just be in a bumpy stretch of terrain. Let's go ahead and activate the forward thrust to get ourselves moving. Okay, it's not just me. I'm definitely kind of woggling a lot more. What is going on? Oh wait, don't tell me the hummingbird is active again. No, it's not that. Alright. It's almost like we're in an earthquake, but I know that that's not something that Keen does. We don't even have weather, let alone natural disasters. Actually, it's not true. We do have weather. We have fine, clear days every single day, which is great, except there's no water, therefore no rain. So how these trees and grasses are surviving, I don't know. What is going on? Let's put the parking brake on. Let's go take a look, because something is going amiss with my car. My gigantic... Oh, do you hear that? Can you guys hear that? It sounds like something's been knocked loose and is clanging something awful. Again, my first guess would be the hummingbird. That is locked and stable. Can you see how we're moving? What is causing that noise? I suppose it could be these, but there's nothing to hear there. Is it the wheels? I'm looking around looking for sparks and I don't see it. There's nothing wrong with the solar panels. Whatever it is, it's causing a huge issue with my ability to drive. What I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and close it out again and restart and see if that helps. And I'll be right back. Okay, I've reloaded and I don't hear any sign of that clanging. So we're going to continue on and hope for the best. I really have no idea what that was, or why it started or why it stopped. Okay, so we are currently facing north. We still want to be heading west, but that's looking a bit difficult for the minute, so off we go. Oh, that's driving much better. We can actually turn the thrusters back off now because those aren't necessary. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that we have not a lot in the way of power right now. That's my batteries that are running down. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to... Oops. What did we say about the parking brake? First of all, switch it on when you are wanting to stop, and then make sure it's off when you try to go again. Come on, it's basic handbrake. Can't believe I did that last episode. We don't want firings or those, we want the hydrogen engines, those, and those. Let's see how much power we have now. More importantly, how much ice do we have on board? We have that much ice? We got tons. We got lots and lots of ice. But we're burning through it really fast. Okay, here, let's do this. Let's actually not use the generators just yet. Let's see what the tanks have to say. Fuel tanks are dropping rapidly as well, but that's okay. Now we've got 12 years of power supposedly, and 98% hydrogen. What is that? There's like a random hole in the ground here. Off to our right. I'm starting to sound like a tour guide. That's kind of cool. Just this random little formation in the middle of nowhere. See, if I had flown like I did the last time to do the scouting, I never would have seen that little hole. The random depression in the middle of this sort of forest area next to a cliff. Speaking of cliffs, I am getting, first of all, much closer to, come on now, much closer to that cliff than I would like. Second of all, there's a sudden increase in the density of trees. Whoa! Tree launched! Tree launched! Oh, come on, I didn't take out a single one. Okay, bowling for trees with trees, failure. Cancel the Kickstarter, it's never going to catch on. Alright, we're sort of heading north-northwest right now, which is still not where we want to be, but we're going to have to go around this canyon. There's no other way to deal with it. Well, there is another way to do it. We could build a large bridge, but I'm not hanging around for that. So we're going to keep trying. Yeah, we're sort of just skirting around the outside here. It's actually kind of fun, like trying to navigate this this kind of terrain and figure out ways and means to get around things. And oh, we are booking it now. We've got some serious speed going on. Oh, and this is a bit of a dip. Here we go. This is testing our new configuration. Yes, handled it. Now, I don't think that was nearly as steep as the last one that destroyed my light system, but still. Rock. Tree. Another tree. My goal for today is I probably won't get anywhere near being able to see the moon just yet, but I do want to, get to the desert, effectively. So I think that's where I'm heading. I think I'm heading in the rough direction of this desert biome. Oof. Sand trap. We'll have to open up a golf course. Whoops. I should think maybe about more about where I'm going and less about the potential for developing this place into some sort of resort. Oh look, right here. This is the line. This is the desert line. I love how we very suddenly go from forest, grasslands to the desert. Okay. But this is going to be nice and smooth terrain for the most part. I don't want to get anywhere near that base, but I'm going to have to... You know what, actually? Oh, wow! Oh my goodness, did you see the brakes on this thing? Watch. Boom! Oh, didn't do it that time. Okay, but at speed, when I used the brakes, it really moved. And the lights... Okay, the Viatorum is now cross-eyed. You see the lights there? They're basically looking at each other. That was quite some force. Okay, handbrake! Handbrake, my friend! Okay, while we're not going anywhere, I'm going to turn the engines back off. and rely on the batteries, I'm going to head upstairs towards this thingamajig. Ah, what is going on? Oh, I am stuck. I am so stuck. No, 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 no. Oh, good. You know what, actually? Let's go ahead. We're not going to use the Kestrel, the Hummingbird. We're going to use one of our drones, because we haven't done that yet. I need to be in a seat, though, because I think there is a thing that if you're just using your personal suit antenna, it will crap out on you. So you have to be sat in a seat in order for the large grid antenna to work. I don't know if that's true, but that's what I remember, so I'm going to just going to assume that that's the case. So we're going to go ahead and change this to 10,000, the 10 kilometers basically, and call that good. Then I want to press that again. I want to go to remote access, control the Hudson, get into the camera. I want to make sure the thrusters are on, and I want to unlock, and I've got several hours of power, about 51 minutes under full burn, so we've got plenty of time to go and check this out. In fact, oh man, that's not anything. I could probably take this out by hand, he says confidently as he very carefully maneuvers forward. I have no way of shutting down my my guns, actually, I just realized, but that's probably for the best. Yeah, this is one that we've taken out before. Oh, I don't have any ammo! Okay. Ah, oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. Okay, let's turn the camera back down. There we go, now we can see better. Let's go over to let's go over to the Viatorum. Oh! I'm also going to have to be aware that this thing will not stop on a dime. I'm actually going to go ahead and connect the Hudson back up to the ship, because just so, well, no, because yeah, no, we have to, because it needs to be it needs ammunition. Okay, let's switch over to the docking camera. Whoops, 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 whoops. Gotta remember that this thing is has only got thrusters down, as like it's kind of its vulnerable spot, because if it flips over, it's just gonna hit the ground. There's nothing that can be done about that. Whoops. Twist, twist, twist. Okay, there we go. Ready to lock. Locked. Turn the thrusters off. Oh, now we've got plenty of ammo. 3. Forward. There we go. Let's take a look around. Alright. Let's get to within however many, what was it, 800 is the limit? Use the tree for cover, I guess. Okay, so we're approaching 900 here. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit. This thing is a mite twitchy, so to be careful. Now, my various guns are not very well connected. This is not like I'm sniping this. This is just a spray of bullets. I'm losing ammo really fast. Let's raise ourselves up to maybe get ourselves away from that bottom one. Let's zoom back out, and then let's move in. Okay, so we did manage to spray the crud out of this thing and take out this. Oh, we took out the antenna, we took out the gun that's here. There should be another couple of guns around here somewhere. I remember from previously, this is the one that killed me the last time that we took down this model of base, should we call it? There's one. Okay, that takes care of that. I think that's it. I think there may be one more inside. I think that only has like 3 yep, right there. Oh. Ah. Okay, I think I lost the whole thing. Okay, so the thrusters are off. Let's go ahead and move in. Well, that was a pathetic end to a otherwise successful raid. Oh, just lost my signal. It's blatting the crap out of it. I've got to get over there quick. I think I lost the camera, then I lost the remote control block, which was right behind it, which in hindsight is probably a bad idea. Oh yeah, Hudson is down. Hudson is down. Whoa, there's those brakes that I was telling you about. Okay, let's park right here. Lock and load. We've got plenty of ammo. For the Hudson! Charge! Okay, let's not be too stupid. So there's the gun. It's pointing that way right now, so if we go in a this way direction... Oh, my reputation with the space pirates is dropping! They do not like me because I am breaking into their stuff. But how do they know? How do they know? Okay. Alright. Where's oh no! Oh, the Hudson! It's still alive! We can rebuild you. Just like Vader, we can give you robotic limbs and a breathing device, and you can be a Sith Lord again. There, Hudson. Rest easy. You did well. Yeah, oh look at that. Took a direct hit to the face. That's the remote block right there. Okay, so most of the components are up and running. I think everything else is good. I just need to get it running again. Let's try it. Let's see. Remote access, Hudson, good. Control. I want to go to G menu, camera, reverse. It'll be camera 3 for the time being. View, good. Alright, look at that. I mean, it hopped up like it was no thing. No thing. Now, do I want to take the time to grind this all down? Or do I want to just move on? Because this isn't going to be like it was before, where I had the Saint to grind it down. This is going to be me flying back and forth, back and forth. I'm going to take the quote-unquote essentials, and by essentials I mean the ammo. I think the other one got completely destroyed. Yeah, it did. It just popped and it's gone. I'll take everything out of the... Come on now, why can't I access you? Oh. Because there's supposedly still an ammo thingy, excuse me, an armor plate in the way. So yeah, I'll take whatever is in the cargo. Oof, lots in the cargo. And I might just leave the rest, because otherwise I'm going to be here all day stripping this thing for parts, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, so you remember how I said I wasn't going to take anything else? I'm basically stripping out all the components that aren't armor blocks. The build and repair system! I completely forgot about it! I I completely forgot that I could use the build and repair system now. Oh man, that's what we're doing now. We are figuring out a way to install the build and repair system in here in a way that means... Oh, we could do it right here. Oh, sweet build and repair system. The nanobot build and repair system is perhaps one of the greatest mods in the history of mods. And I don't say that lightly. It's such a convenient tool. I could actually add more than one. I could add one right here, then a space, then add one here, because apparently putting too many bobs in one spot is bad for it. Oh, okay. I will make my decision about how to configure these, and then I will come back to you once I've done it. I just realized I'm doing something very foolish. I'm building the build and repair systems. I don't need to do that. Because, and I'm sure you already know this because people would have been psychically screaming at me, which is probably why I suddenly realized it, that I can just switch it on. Alright, and then let's go ahead and add the build and repair system, whoops, to the hotbar, so we can switch it on and off at whim. End bars, let's put that on 3, just for why not, on off, and I think it might be done. I think it might be... Is it grinding the... Ah, can I see it from here? Yes it is, look at that! Oh, let's move closer. Let's make sure all of them can get in on the action. Now, I am not going to use this as a weapon, as I said. I'm going to... I'm only going to grind things down if I myself have... Well, okay, I will also scavenge if there's like broken stuff, but I'm not going to use this to cheese my way through things, because I could have, especially this one because it's such a small base, without any problem just rolled over here and used Bob to prioritize the guns to take it down, but I'm not going to do that. I could do that to unknown signals though. I could like make an unknown signal hunter where I just fly. In fact, that's what the other one could be, because the one I made before ended up being too heavy very quickly. I could drop that down. Ooh, I've got so many ideas now. So many ideas. The creative juices are flowing. So, once this thing is finished grinding everything down, which shouldn't take too much longer now, there's 8 build and repair systems on this craft now. We'll keep moving. And actually, the nice thing too is anything I build, I won't have to go back and forth looking for parts. I can't believe it took me this long to remember that I had this, but I've been building for so long without it. Alright, we're almost ready. Okay, so build and repair, you are done. Oh, it's welding something else now. Right, you're welding it, you're not grinding. What's it welding though? Was something damaged and I didn't know it? I don't know. There's actually something else I'd like to add. There's some fantastic scripts that monitor damage and stuff like that and give you a sort of a block readout of where the damage is. It can also tell you if there's airtight problems, if you're using an airtight system, etc. Okay, let's drive and talk. Oops. Away we go! Oh, okay, something else I need to put on the hotbar. Okay, while we're rumbling along, okay, you don't need to have your jetpack on all the time. Let's go ahead and turn the engines back on. Now, one thing I definitely agree with some people in their complaint about: the engine does not rev as you're driving. That sounds to me like it would be very simple to do, just for a sound effect. I would love to hear the roar of like this massive engine. I mean, for something like this, that's a huge amount of power required to get that thing moving. Alright, so we are now on a direct course west without any problems because we've got no trees to hamper us. He says as he slides. I cannot believe that. One tree in like how many square meters, and I hit it. I was trying to skirt around it all sly-like, but then I clipped it with the Gatling gun, which the hitboxes are larger than they appear. It's kind of like the T-Rex in the back in the rearview mirror. Warning: objects may be larger than they appear. Okay, what was I saying? We're on a westward direction, heading at speed. Oh, you know what we could do? Oh! Okay, we need to do something about the braking. I'm gonna say that only the front and back wheels should be allowed to brake. I was about to say that we need to... Weird, it's doing that thing again. Is it because I actually did mess something up because it was braking so hard? Okay, let's get out and check. I'm running around listening for that sound. I don't hear it this time, so maybe nothing happened? Let's turn on the bobs and see. Okay, well that doesn't seem to be doing anything, so... Okay. Oh no, Klang. Very serious, incredible amounts of and death. Klang and death. People, take to the hills. Hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, because they're clanging everybody out here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so the two drones are thrown clear. Oh man. The wheels are in the ground and it is freaking out. It is throwing the thing around and it's damaging stuff. Oh, I'm definitely going to reload, but I want to see this. This is a spectacular... This here in the plains of the Serengeti, Klang in his natural habitat. Clearly, he spotted this unsuspecting prey loitering in the savannah and thought, that's mine. I want that for my own, and I'm going to have it, and I'm going to possess it and destroy it, and it'll be glorious. Oh goodness. Yeah, look, the wheels are just embedded in the ground, and as a result, it's been, oh no, oh goodness. So, like I said, Klang issues I am not accepting as like that. That's what that noise was. The wheels were stuck in the ground partially. Okay, I'm gonna have to restart before I get too far. Hopefully I'm not gonna lose too much. But there you go, folks. Klang finally happened in a big way. I mean, I've had some Klang-ish type stuff. That's the biggest one I've seen so far. Here we go. Exit. No, don't save changes. Alright, we are back in the game. Not too far from where we were, but still. What I was going to say was, I think this would be an excellent opportunity to turn the speed up on this vehicle. I think Klang heard my unspoken desire and said, no, you cannot have that. Having more of something, it's greedy and no. And so he punished me. Punished me severely for my lack of respect. And I'm absolutely certain I know what happened because it happened immediately after I did the same thing last time. When I use the brakes on this thing, it pushes the vehicle so hard and all that momentum goes into the ground. Oh, okay, let's do a wide turn. Into the ground, and ultimately, sorry, I wanted to avoid that bowl there, because it's those sort of little sudden dips that is what can cause a vehicle like this the most harm very quickly. Klang said no. What was I saying? Something about wanting to... Ugh, what was I saying? Oh, braking. Pushed the wheels, a subgrid effectively, into the ground. They got stuck there. I tried to move and it was moving, but it was phasing constantly. The wheels that were in the ground were phasing constantly through and out and through and out, so that it was causing the issues. And then when I tried to turn and move, it suddenly realized that you're not supposed to be here and I will destroy you for being there. Oh, don't tell me I've gotten my wheels stuck again, because that's what killed me before. Okay, well, while I'm trying to deal with this, I will get back to you once I've done that, because I'm too busy trying to concentrate on ever so slightly, you know, shifting the way the wheels are kind of attached to the ground, moving the mouse back and forth to make it work, turning the wheels slightly. Yeah. Once I'm making some better headway, I'll get back to you. Oh no, Klang, please don't. It wasn't my fault. Okay, so I looked like I was about to get clanged again there. I think, oh, every time it shifts like that, I'm like, is that, yep, here he goes again, here he goes. Nope, nope, oh, yep, nope. I'm gonna try something really stupid. No, that was the worst possible idea. Now, whilst the results were so technically my fault, the cause is not. I am not, again, going to just let that be the thing. Makes me wonder how far back I am. Well, I seem to have settled down now that I'm... now that I'm... Oh, I can still hear it though. I can still hear it clanging. And of course it just saved. It's okay, I can go to a backup. But look at it. It's embedded in the ground. That's what's causing this. And I think honestly it has a lot to do with how heavy this thing is. I think this is a cautionary warning to anybody who's making wheeled vehicles. Eventually it's going to get too heavy, even though the wheels can drive it. It's pushing the wheels, and I wasn't braking or anything like that this time. I was just trying to get up the hill, but I think hitting that hill again may have been what did it. I honestly don't know. We are trying this again. Hopefully this works, because if this is a persistent problem, as amusing as it can be, I'm not going to make any headway, and the whole point is to get to a location where I can start a base, start mining, start getting a ship built and launch. But I mean, if if the game continues to be causing problems like this, I don't see how I can complete that task. I'm skirting around this hill this time, hoping that the flatter terrain will aid me in my endeavor, because quite frankly this vehicle is not designed for hills. Certainly not mountains, but apparently hills are its bane also. I just need to get within sight of the moon. As soon as I can see it, I can know that I'm heading in the right direction and plan the next leg of the journey. But right now I'm just heading west, hoping for a sign of Luna. So yeah, I'm a little worn out now because I'm looking things up, trying to see if there's anything I can do to change it. I really don't think there is. I think it's just that this particular beast is far too heavy. However, I think that the Viatorem can be reborn into something else on a different planet. So I will leave that fairly cryptic as it is. I think some of you could probably guess what I'm thinking of doing. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, slow down, slow down, slow down. 9. Tap the brakes. Tap the brakes. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to have to circle around to the north quite a ways. Wow. That is some serious canyonage. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to circle around that and hope for the best. I kind of want to take the hummingbird up to have a look, but I also don't want to get reliant on that, although I am using things like third person to look around rather than having to get out and look. Ooh. Oh, that's in the wrong direction. Okay, well that just did appear, so that's still working, so that's good. And we shall skirt around this highly dangerous looking cliff thing, and we'll just kind of circle around it. We're actually heading northeast now. We're backtracking a little bit to get around this thing, but really there's no other choice, because there's no guarantee that once I get down I can find a path through, nor a way to get back up if I need to get back up to continue on. I just don't know the terrain well enough. I have not explored the Earth-like planet to its fullest. What is that? Oh, it's the it's the parachute. Bobs are off. Okay, good. I'm gonna tap the brakes. I'm gonna hit 9 to slow us down. A badger drill, yay! And I'm not going to grind it down because the build and repair system will do that for me. Not only that, it'll take out everything that's in the inventory, and it will... Whoops, I don't need to be in there. And it will store it as if I had pulled them out myself. So let's go ahead and just activate those really quick. I kind of want to see if I can get a view of it relatively close up. Nope, the ground is too close. It's not gonna like it. Okay, that'll have to do right there. So hit 3, and it should start grinding that down of its own accord. Yep, there it goes. Boom. Almost vaporized it, given how many there are. I'm on 57 hydrogen, and I think at some point I'll have to stop to deploy the solar arrays, get some more power, make some more hydrogen while I'm doing it, and I can refit some stuff on the Viatorem while I'm doing it. Oh, this is the sort of thing that's going to get me stuck in the ground again. Okay, I keep seeing that antenna and thinking it's a spindly tree about to flip the the Viatorem. Alright, well, I think that's more than enough for today. If you enjoyed this episode, especially the wrath that ensued, please hit the like button, and obviously let me know what you enjoyed the most or whatever. Share this with your friends if you think they'd find it fun, and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified of new episodes as they come out. You guys all have a good one, and I'll see you on the other side.